for that starting this fall. So he has 2 jobs to try to do that. He also helps support his 78 and 79-year-old parents who live in Lubbock. So he is working really hard to try to stay in compliance, Judge, with everything he needs to do. He is asking the court to follow the probation and to grant him the 4 years probation and follow the plea bargain agreement, Judge.
All right, I normally don't do this because we have COVID, I do. With regards to the 10-day jail sanction, you can either serve that 10 days in custody and be done with it, or either I'll put him on GPS. And if he expects to work during the time he's on GPS, then he's going to be on GPS for 30 days and he'll only be allowed to work.
Okay, Judge, I
Or
think,
he can do 10 days in the Bexar County jail.
all right, so the court's not gonna hold that in abeyance, you're gonna, okay. Do you want to do 10 days in jail, or do you want to do the 30 days on a leg monitor? She'll allow you, the court will allow him to work,
Yes.
but when you're not working, you have to come. You have to pay for the monitor. I think it's better than you sitting in
Yeah,
jail. You didn't want
yeah.
to sit in jail, so
Yes.
I think,
All right, this is what the court is going to do. It'll be 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years, $1,000 fine, probated. $150 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. There should be a TAP evaluation, plus follow recommendations of TAP. Counsel, if TAP recommends inpatient treatment, you can always come back and we can have a hearing on that.
all right, Judge, I will.
I want him referred to felony drug court first. There should be the DWI intervention, VIP live, 2 years Texas driver's license suspension, ignition interlock. And I know there's a request for ignition interlock for half the term, but I'm going to say ignition interlock no less than half the term. And if you want it removed at half term, then I will consider it. In lieu of 10-day jail sanction, our defendant is to do full GPS, I'm sorry, partial GPS. He's allowed to work for 30 days. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month, random for 6 months. And there should be random, well, regular UAs. Proof of employment. Within 30 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else that Mr. Hernandez needs?
No, Your Honor, for the drug court, do you want me to do that before all of the recommendations of the TAP?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Oh, man.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review this document with your attorney, Ms. Martinez? Did you review this document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, yes, ma'am. I
All
did.
right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Hernandez, obviously you have an alcohol problem, and you're one of those people who are in that group who cannot drink and just stop at 1 drink. This is what I've discovered in my time as a prosecutor and defense attorney, and even as a judge. What ends up happening is people who drink alcohol and are driving intoxicated, when there's an accident that happened, they're just fine. What ends up happening is they hit somebody who's just on their way to maybe bring home dinner home to their wife or their children, or either they hit a child who's just trying to live their life, and then they come into court, they boo-hoo and cry because they didn't intend to get in a car drunk and hit somebody. Nobody ever intends to do it, but it ends up happening. Don't be that person who's driving around intoxicated and hit someone. While you're on this probation, you're not allowed to drink alcohol at all. And don't do this thing where you come back to me saying, oh, I had some gummies and I'm testing positive for marijuana. That's not allowed either. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you want to be in your daughter's life, right, without being in prison, you're going to have to stop doing these things. And I know your daughter has been accepted to St. Mary's. She's going to have a great time, but an expensive time. And what I do know is that sometimes people want to celebrate milestones, and they always think alcohol is a way to celebrate milestones. You can't do that. You can't take a drop. I don't drink alcohol, and it's not that I'm, trying to be sober. I just don't think it tastes good. And people said, Stephanie, you need to acquire a taste. I'm like, well, I might acquire a taste for something. Nobody ever says acquire a taste for broccoli. So you need to start acquiring a taste for broccoli and asparagus. All right. Now, felony drug court is a good program. It's a hard program. That would benefit you immensely. So don't be dishonest with them, because if you're dishonest with them, what's going to end up happening is they're going to send me a notice back saying you were not accepted because you don't have an alcohol problem. And obviously you do, because this is not your first DWI, okay? And when you go to felony drug court and you complete it and you're ready for graduation, they will let me know, and you can send me a letter. I'll show up to your graduation. All right. All right. Probation is going to speak with you. Just remain in court and they'll go over conditions with you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.